Social media is no doubt, just like in any walk of life, has enhanced the quality of life.
Social media in high school football.
Social media, man.
Social media.
Oh, social media is
It's hit the world by storm.
It's the way of the world now.
Social media right now is running the universe in everything that we do.
It could be great, it could be bad.
Goods and evils of social media.
It can be a curse and a blessing.
It could be a good and bad thing.
they have its good and have its bad.
It's good to it, and it's a lot of bad to it.
Pros and its cons.
Hopefully the pros outweigh the con. It's like the devil.
Ooh, social media can also be the devil for you and your program, because why?
Matter of how you use it.
You know, based on the advancements in technology, it's all predicated on how you utilize the tool.
The use of it and the way you use it, just like anything.
It's going to another level.
I started this in 1970, and back then we had typewriters.
We didn't have it growing up. You know, all our stuff went out on VHS or DVD.
In my day, we had VHSs or whatever, so we had to go through our high school coach to get to a college coach.
It's a great source of communication to make things a little more convenient.
We had no cell phones. When we were going to find out about an athlete, we'd have to have a pocket full of change and use payphones.
That it gives kids opportunity.
They could promote themselves.
Or getting their name out there, getting exposure to colleges.
They get a kid to get more exposure.
Of course, we gonna do our due diligence.
That exposure now that we didn't have when we played.
Nowadays, all I have to do is go on my cell phone.
College coaches are getting on social media.
Coaches can go on social media and see the kid and see who the kid is.
Evaluate you from a distance.
And make sure you put out highlights of your career
Letting people know their GPA.
to be seen by coaches.
I mean, I think it could be a very valuable tool.
From recruit promotion.
They even know their faces and they even know their names, because of social media.
It has opened up a lot of opportunities for kids.
Football athletes, they have a great opportunity.
Good things come from it.
Colleges from around the country will be able to get to see it.
Yes, it is a great tool in communicating with the people that are recruiting you.
The recruiters follow them.
To big time games, to performances.
Kids not only be known in their own backyard like in South Florida.
Talking and communicating to some of the other players around the country, and they get to see them.
Social media could be your best friend or your worst friend.
Of course, the key is educating the kids, first of all, to use it in the proper manner.
They put a lot of things on social media.
So it's important to be cautious of what you're posting.
Be careful what you post. Be careful what you say.
Constantly talk to the kids, educate them about.
Social media is not necessarily for your private life. The pitfalls of social media.
They get the kids not to tell the truth.
Offers and fake offers. And
Depends how you use it.
But it's also going to be a negative because
Sometimes you want your kids to stay off of it.
it's just disturbing when a kid leaves, writes this letter, how happy he was at this school.
my top 8, and I'm blessed to receive my 20th offer. It's crazy, but it's a different era.
And have hurt some kids too as well.
You post some bad stuff.
Don't even be in the background with somebody who's doing negative.
The wrong things are tweeted out or put on Facebook, and next thing you know, their career is shot.
Sometimes kids put things on there that'll hurt their future.
Comments and dialogues that can become a detriment to their reputation.
And to put themselves in a situation where they can lose scholarships.
Because a lot of times right now these kids, are playing for these scholarship offers.
Part of that whole process is social media training.
And what we do is we've used it in a positive way.
Facilitating the training for my kids, giving them the ins and outs, the pros and cons. Our job is to be educators.
Teach our kids each and every day.
As coaches and parents, we have to constantly just educate our kids.
Up to us as coaches and parents.
So I kind of teach them, the whole social media deal.
I educate my guys.
Make sure you as a coach put positive information out there.
So we want to build good young men.
We can teach coverages, blitzes, and pass, and all the stuff that we do. We love the field work, but our job is to mature these young men and get them ready for life.
It has changed the landscape of life.
Some of the cons are
It's catching every negative thing as well.
But obviously it needs to be managed appropriately.
Make sure you monitor your kids on it.
kid alone with his phone a lot. They start to let a lot of people into their private lives.
And we got to make sure we deal with it.
Mindful of what the kids put out there.
Great for the kids, but you just got to be very cautious.
I'm very involved with my kids.
Talk to my kids all the time.
I had an opportunity to work on the college level, and I know how it's monitored. You can't do whatever you want to on a social media platform.
You never know when somebody has the camera on you.
Using that as a tool to market themselves, their family members, the organizations they're affiliated with to the best of their ability.
So it's so many pros to building your brand and creating your atmosphere.
Making sure that you're doing a great job selling yourself.
What we talk about, the integrity, what you're doing when you're not being watched.
So teaching them values.
So they get an idea of the do's and don'ts of what to say and not to say as a young athlete.
So now the focus part of it.
I don't mind you being a competitor. I don't mind you having your teammates back. But It's a fine line.
Now you have the trash talking going on with the rivalry games.
Stop being on social media and running your mouth.
Keep them humble and keep them, engaged.
The mental aspect going into the game.
But sometimes the social media kind of hypes them up where they think some of them bigger than what they are.
They get likes when they commit to a university, so they begin to develop their brand.
Your film, your academics should sell yourself.
Athletes who are trying to promote themselves.
It's just what you want to show as far as what you do and who you are. For me, it takes the youth out of it.
Somebody inbox them, they don't know what it is, they screenshot it, they send it like, Coach, what's this?
There is no secrets.
There's rules to it.
If they just follow the rules and do the right things.
And I just try to educate my kids on it, man, but it's sad how people are taking advantage of high school kids.
And that's not really a cool thing.
We gotta do our best, to try to save these guys.
So the key is educating the kids all about that.
I love it, man. It's important.
It's a great thing when you do it the right way.
Really enhance high school football in South Florida.